Hi everyone, David here from daviddumaiaudio.com, and in this video I want to show you guys how to instantly make your monster sounds sound better using one simple free plugin. So let's jump into our project and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so if you've ever tried to make monster sounds before, you know that you'll usually take a recording, either your own voice or an animal voice or some sort of recording, and you'll just pitch it down to get a layer or just a sound effect that you could probably just use as on its own for a monster sound. So here, here's an example of what I'm talking about. So here I just recorded my own voice, sounds like this. Right, that's the original pitch. And then if I pitch it down an octave, you get this. And you start to get this kind of growl, grunt sound of a monster. And if we go down 2 octaves, now we get this. Which is cool, it's great, it works, but you'll notice that the further down you go, the more boring and bland the sound becomes. So yeah, you start to lose a lot of information in the sound. And the reason for that is because you're pitching everything down. And as you're pitching everything down, all the high-end information is getting pitched down. So you're losing all that high-end information. So how can we restore that high-end information to get that in-your-face sound that you want for your monster sound? So this is the way you do it. So this is a free plugin. It's called OTT by Exper. I'm not sure how you say it, but anyways, it's a free plugin, and it's a multiband compressor. It's an upward-downward compressor. Basically, I think I'm only using it as a downward compressor right now. So, but yeah, I import it on here, and let's hear what it sounds like now. So right now, this is the sample. Here, I'll turn it off so you can hear it. This is what we're hearing. Now I'm just going to turn this on so you hear the difference. So instantly you get life back into your sample. You really start to hear a lot more of that bass, that lower, like that sub frequencies. You get some of the mids back, and yeah, it just sounds more alive. And then you can even double stack it, which is what I'd like to do sometimes. And it instantly just brings it the sample back to life. So let's A/B it so you guys can hear what the difference between the two. Right, so a big difference, and this is just using a plugin, and like I said, it's free. I'll put a link in the description. But basically, I just put it on here. I didn't touch any of the knobs up here. On the sides here, this is just for the bands, the highs, mids, and lows. And if you want to change them, you can change them. I haven't really touched them. And then this is for the percentage of upwards or downwards compression, if I'm not mistaken. And I basically did upwards all the way down, because if you do upwards, then you'll get a lot of the noise that's in the file, which you don't want. So I just bring that down and then leave the rest as is. And I basically duplicated it here. I actually did a bit of upwards here, and I brought down the lows just to balance it. All right, so let's actually look at what is happening whenever we are adding these plugins in. So I'll do it without, and then let's look at this frequency spectrum to see what our frequency spectrum looks like. So what you'll notice, and I'll play it again, but you'll see a peak kind of between the 2 and 400 here. So there'll be a peak here, and then basically all the frequencies just drop off. So let's play it again and have a look at that. Right, so this is our file when we pitch it down. Now, as soon as I add these 2 plugins in, let's see what happens. So what I'm seeing is the file is a lot more balanced. You'll see the frequency spectrum is pretty flat, like across here, until about something like, what, 8 or 9 kilohertz, and then it just drops. And that's why you get a lot more, I guess, life into your sound, because everything's more balanced now. You have all the frequencies balanced, not just a little peak in the middle here. All right, so now I want to show you guys another way that you can do it. So, like I said, this is a free multiband compressor, but if you don't have this, or if you just want to use whatever comes with your DAW, you can just use a multiband compressor. So this one comes with Cubase and Nuendo, and yeah, so all I did is I brought down the threshold. So, you know, when it starts off at 0 or -15 or something like that. But anyways, I brought down the threshold until I saw that it was peaking the limiter. So let me actually show you guys. I'll do it from scratch here. So I'll do multiband compressor, and this is the process I went through here. So I'm looking to get about -3 dB of gain reduction. So I'm going to bring this down because it's a little high. but I want it across each band. So right there, I'm getting about -3. Let's bring this down, -3. Right, and you can already hear a big difference in the file. So let's A/B it. And there you have it. So another simple way to do it, what I like to do sometimes is stack these two together. So I might do one OTT plugin and then one multiband. So just because they're affecting the frequencies differently. And so, I don't know, I find that it balances out the sound a lot better, and you can get a nicer like monster growler sound if you do them together. Or you can even double stack, you know, 2 multiband compressors. But anyways, yeah, so this is the way that I like to do it to make my monster sounds a lot more full, a lot more live, a lot more fierce and in your face. Yeah, it's just a simple trick, but it really, really works. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll put some monster sounds for free for you guys to use in the link in the description below. I'll put a link, and yeah, royalty free, so you guys can grab free monster sounds that I created and using this technique. So check the link for that. And I think that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.